Welcome into the crypto bunker. Today we're going to be talking about yield guild games. And so hopefully you're excited about the metaverse, about crypto gaming, and things like that, because we're going to get into it today. We're going to talk about yield guild games. What is it? What is the metaverse? How they are a good diversifier for this space. And also we're going to look at the charts. So let me just give you a little synopsis of Yield Guild games. It's basically gives gamers a chance to play to earn in the metaverse. Now, the metaverse really refers, if you're not familiar, to an expansive, interconnected virtual world where people can recreate many of the things they do in real life and more. These activities include building, buying, selling, owning, socializing, entertaining, working, learning, and so on. The metaverse is available to anyone who would want to enter it, which can really open up opportunities to people from all parts of the world, regardless of race, gender, and socioeconomic status. So it really opens up the game for everyone, and that's really what Yield Guild Games is all about. The cool thing about decentralized game economies, where items are digitally ownable and tradable, is that there's an entire ecosystem of players to buy, sell, and trade in-game items between each other. So they are able to do this because NFTs and cryptocurrencies, players with digital property rights for their in-game assets. So you can really trade just any sort of type of items that you might find in a game. And so the players actually become part owners in the game, and they get to share in the value of that community and the value that the community creates. And so Yield Guild Games will really create a network, of gamers across the crypto gaming landscape. And the creator was actually the originator of the Axie Infinity Scholarship Program, where the crypto gaming landscape was really born. And because they already partner with so many different games, this really allows you to have a diverse range of exposure to the crypto gaming space. They partner with games like Axie Infinity, Ember Sword, Delta Time, Guild of Guardians, Illuvium, League of Kingdoms, Sandbox, Splinterlands, Star Atlas, and Beta Z. Notable investors as well into this project. And so we do want to pay attention to Gabriel Layden, Atlier Ventures, Infinity Ventures, on Andreessen Horowitz, which is the biggest investor in this project, and he is well known throughout the entire tech space, not just crypto. And they just believe that software is eating the world. That's their thesis. Kingsway Capital, 7X Venture, Fabris Ventures, Third Prime. And so now that you know all of that, why don't we get into the charts, and we can do that here in a second. Let's see what we're working with here. All right, so hopefully you guys can see this. And really what we're working with here is basically just accumulation. So this project really only came out a couple months ago in terms of the token. So it's really just been an accumulation range here. It's nothing too crazy, but we can take this sort of bottom here to this top here to this then bottom right there. And we can see we have this downtrend that continued to get rejected again. So we're now 1, 2, 3. We got rejected off. I do expect to break this, and when we do, I expect us to start a large leg up in this coin here. So if we look at the targets, we can see the 1618 is around 15, so that'd be a 300% return. Not too shabby. I mean, that's why we're here, though, right? That's why we're in crypto, in my opinion, for a lot of us at least, is to have outsized returns in short periods of time. And this is one that I think hasn't really hit its stride at all, but it actually serves a large purpose in the crypto gaming sector. And so that's why I want to own a piece of this, is because I want to own a piece of the metaverse economy, right? And this is kind of allowing that economy to exist, because not everyone can afford to go out and buy an NFT or have enough ETH to, play some of these games, right? Or, different things like that, or have enough tokens to maybe stake to play the game. So there's some barriers to entry, but Yield Guild is basically breaking those barriers down. And so we want to support them. We want to support that industry, because I believe that in the future, a lot of people are going to be working in the metaverse. This is my thesis, because I think that with artificial intelligence, robotics, and demographic shifts that we're seeing, not everyone's going to be able to have a 9 to 5 traditional job like the baby boomers did, right? So where are we going to work? We're most likely going to work in this new world. We're creating a new world for this purpose. Not everyone knows this yet, but the purpose of the metaverse is so that we can transition over and not have a complete collapse of the economy. Because if we can digitize everything in time, then we are able to, succeed as a larger economy, because we're going to be able to basically digitize everything. And so this is going to create revenue for older companies, like, as you can see, Pepsi, Adidas, Nike, different companies like this getting into the metaverse right now, is because they understand that this is the next wave of where people are going to want to work. And so this is just the first market cycle of Yield Guild games. You can take a much longer view on it, because if you think about, it's basically a $300 million market cap right now. You can think about, this $34 target, and you can say, okay, that's about, a 7x from here, right? So 700% return from here. That would only bring us to about a $2.1 billion valuation, which I think is light, for possibly, the biggest, it could be in the future, the biggest sort of facilitator of crypto gaming and the metaverse economy. In that case, we're looking at, who knows what that valuation would be, right? Maybe 20 to 50 billion. So we're looking at the potential of 100x in this coin, in my opinion. And so, this is one where personally I wouldn't actually be looking to cash out at the 1618. I might take a look at just cashing out my original investment at that point and taking that off the table, and then letting it ride at least to this top level, and then maybe taking half off of what the total is there, and then sort of just letting the rest ride. Because I do think, like I said, that this is a potential. You just look at the use case and sort of where this fits in, and I think that it definitely has a ton of potential. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it, and have a great night.